Thank you for tuning in to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, man. Whether you're listening to the podcast version on Spotify, iPodcast, or you're here with us live on WIDR Kalamazoo. That's 89.1 Wider Radio. All right, man, to kick off this first topic, I cannot wait to get in this first topic, so I'm going to jump straight into it. I don't know if you've seen it, but ESPN, they recently released a 50 to 31 ranking player. They didn't get to 1 to 31 yet. So they just broke it down. They released 100 top players to the 50, and now they released the 31 top players to 50. So I'm like, okay, let me check it out, see what's going on with the list, see who's hot, who's not, see who made the list, who's on, who ranked, 31 and above. So I look at the list and I check it out. First thing I come across, I see some people I'm not too upset about. But then what really pissed me off, man, what pissed me off was seeing Klay Thompson at 49 or 40. He was high 40s. That's all that matters. Klay Thompson was at 40, 49 or 48. He was at a high. Let me check real quick to specify, man. He was at a high number. So it was ridiculous. It was absolute ridiculous. He was at number 49. And so what they're saying by this is that there are 49 players in the league that's better than Klay Thompson. Ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous. And then to capitalize on that, I don't know who made this list, but whoever made this list clearly does not know anything about basketball. And that's absolutely sure. You must not watch basketball. I don't know what you do in your spare time, but it's definitely not paying attention to basketball. You might be paying attention to algorithms and other statistics, but it's damn sure not no basketball, because nobody in their right mind will put Klay Thompson at number 49 on the top players in the NBA. It just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen at all. And then, okay, so I seen Klay Thompson at 49. And then I scroll down, see DeMar DeRozan at 46. 46. 40. So he's the 46th best player in the NBA is what you're telling me. DeMar DeRozan. That's what you're telling me. I get he's not number 2 or number 4 or maybe not even in your top 10. That's fine. He's probably not in my top 10 either if I was to put together a list. But he's damn sure ain't 46. And that's a fact. He damn sure ain't 46. Out of all things, I can promise you that. So the kicker, the reason why, the main reason why I kind of really jumped to conclusions, man, because this killed me. This has killed me. So you might say, all right, Klay Thompson. Well, who do they have above Klay Thompson? Who are these other stars they have above Klay Thompson and DeMar DeRozan? Let me tell you one player they got that really infuriated me, because this was just nonsense. This was nonsense. They put Zion Williamson at number 42. At number 42. To remind you, this dude ain't even played an NBA game yet. Zion Williamson ain't even touched Summer League yet. But yet he's at 42? Are you serious? By putting him at 42, you're saying he's better than Klay Thompson in the National Basketball Association. Like, that makes no damn sense. And I don't understand. This is a guy who's he dominated college basketball with college athletes, 18, 19-year-olds. Some people may be 20 and above, but not professional. This is not professional. We've only seen him ball out in college. He ain't even played Summer League yet. He ain't even play against sophomores in the NBA yet. And not even a bucket. Not even a bucket. He didn't even put up a single bucket in the National Basketball Association yet. But yet he's ranked 42, the 42nd best player in the NBA, and he ain't even stepped foot on the court. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's a damn shame. And I don't know who put together this list, or the people who came together and put together this list. Man, y'all I'm trying to make sure I use right language, because we ain't allowed to do all that other stuff on here. But man, y'all got problems. Y'all got problems. Y'all got problems. And it pissed me off too. There were and some people said, well, they tried to incorporate young stars. Some people mentioned, well, they wanted to incorporate young stars on here because they got some other young guys from rank 31 to 50 on the top players in the NBA out of 100. They got some other players in there. But I'm like, if you're going to do the rankings between the top 100 players or young stars, you need to separate that. Because I'm sorry, but Zion Williamson should not be above Klay Thompson. And honestly, a lot of people that's from 31 to or 50 into 100. He honestly shouldn't be. He hasn't played. He hasn't proved anything. And by putting him at number 42, honestly, they're providing more and more ammo for him to become a big bust. And I can't help but to think of that. I can't help but to think that Zion Williamson is going to be a big bust because he's not the new LeBron James. I don't know who the hell keep trying to put that narrative out there or who the hell keep bringing that to attention and giving him so much hype. We have not seen him play in the National Basketball Association. Not once. So how is he better than 42 other players in the league? He's better than all-stars. Klay Thompson is an all-star. He's an all-star. DeMar DeRozan is an all-star. How is he better than these guys and he ain't even touched the court? He's not LeBron James. No, not at all. Not even close. Not near it. No, yes, he's big. He can rebound. He can dunk. Okay, I get it. He can dunk. He can jump out the gym. Yes, he can. And I admit that. I'm not trying to, yes, he can dunk. That's sweet. I'll give him that. He has a little bit of game. But we haven't seen how that correlates to the National Basketball Association yet. We haven't seen him do any of that on a top tier level. We see him do it at a collegiate level. But that's a different story. Anybody who watches sports know collegiate sports and pro sports is two different things. You can't be the man. How many people we've seen? We've seen way too many people ball out in college basketball and even other sports, college football, college baseball, all of that. We've seen other people ball out in those sports, but get to the league and don't do a damn thing. And by Zion Williamson not doing a damn thing, we've rewarded him by making him the 42nd best player in the NBA. I don't think you realize, look, Draymond Green he's a great power forward in the National Basketball Association. He's worked his way. He's proven to be a centerpiece for the Golden State Warriors. And he's proven that without the Warriors, without him being on the Warriors, they would definitely struggle because he's like the motor of that team. And you can argue with that all you want, but if you watch basketball and you understand basketball, you know that Draymond Green is really a huge part of that Warriors team. Draymond Green is 4 spaces below Zion Williamson. So you're telling me there's a slight difference that's separating Draymond and Zion Williamson. Zion has a way better IQ. I don't care what nobody say. Zion is I said that completely wrong. Draymond Green has a far better IQ. Draymond Green, his IQ is way better, and his IQ is actually one of the best for his position. He definitely has one of the highest IQs at his position in terms of being a power forward and can play the forward and can actually bring the ball up court sometimes and make good decisions with the ball. Yes, his IQ is definitely up there. And I just don't understand how Zion Williamson is so close to being better than Draymond Green when he hasn't even stepped foot on a court yet. He hasn't even stepped foot on a court yet. So how is he better? Like, that don't make no sense to me, man. It does not make any sense to me. And so that really infuriated me. And another thing, we got guys on the rest of the list. I didn't even get to the rest of the list yet, but it was some guys on there that upset me actually because they should not have been on the rankings from 31 to 50. They should have been way below 31. Honestly, there's not guys that's that much better than them, and I cannot wait. And I hope they release it where they absolutely show the list from 1 to 31. Kevin Durant better be number 1, but that's a different story. He better be number 1, but that's a different story. But I would love to see the list 1 to 31 because they got guys like Zach LaVine, Karis LeVert, Paul Millsap. They got those guys sitting at high numbers in the 30s. Jason Tatum is sitting in the 30s. Jason Tatum, I get that he's young, but honestly, he's better than a lot of people that we call stars. If we're being realistic about it, he's better than a lot of people that we call stars. And also Zach LaVine. These are guys that ball out. They've proved themselves in the National Basketball Association. That's why I don't have a problem with them being a little bit lower in the rankings. Because they prove that they can hoop. They prove that they can do it on the best stage of basketball. So there's not room for argument for me to be like, oh, I don't know, Zion should be this close to them and all of that. No, that's not the case, man. That's not the case. Victor Oladipo was another player. He was another player that was, I believe, in the 30s he was in the 30s. Yeah, he was in the 30s, but he's a star in the league and he can ball out, man. He can really ball out. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the rest of the list that they have for 1 to 31 because I know they got some. They better have some, man. They better have some heat on that list. I'm telling you. Like, I better see Devin Booker. I better see Donovan Mitchell. Jason Tatum should have been in 31 out of 31 players in the league. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? 31 players in the league. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.